Welcome back to my channel. I have some very important updates to share about the impact of the Israel-Iran war on the Indian equity markets. We will first look at Iran's importance in the global oil production. Iran's contribution to the global oil production is just 3.5%. The major nations are US with 22%, Saudi Arabia with 11%, and Russia with 11%. Even countries like Canada, Brazil, Iraq, and China produce more oil than Iran. 80 to 90% of Iranian oil goes to China. So China will be impacted greatly by this conflict. As far as India is concerned, India stopped importing oil from Iran right back in 2020. So we don't depend on Iranian oil at all. Let's look at an indirect impact this conflict can have on the global oil market. 70% of the oil destined towards Asia has to pass through the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea. And Iran has direct control over the Strait of Hormuz, and it can significantly disrupt this global oil trade. In the past, there have been 3 episodes where Iran did disrupt global oil trade even up to 6 months, and this resulted in a 25% jump in crude oil prices. Now let's look at the impact of this conflict on India. As I said earlier, that India has stopped buying Iranian oil since 2020. And India's dependence on oil coming through the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea has come down significantly over the past many years. Even if the global crude oil prices rise by 25%, its impact on India's GDP will be very marginal. It may slow down the GDP by just 0.2%. Some sectors like oil extraction and airlines may have some impact, but it will not have a very significant impact on their earnings growth. The conflict may lead to negative sentiments and short-term market corrections. But in the long term, keeping in mind India's strong macroeconomic and corporate fundamentals, there is no change in the medium and long term outlook of the Indian equity markets. So if you are a mutual fund investor, trust the fund manager to do their job. By the way, I wanted to ask whether have you audited your mutual fund portfolio? If not, get in touch with us.